So we're here at Small Cells World Summit in the new venue of the XL in London. Joining me is Paul Senior, who's CTO of Airspan Networks. Paul, good to see you.
Good morning.
Curious to begin with, just if you could tell me a wee bit about why you're here and what you're showing off to the delegates.
So Airspan Networks, we are a small cell company. We focus on LTE small cells. In particular, we focus on the high performance LTE small cells. So we're not making the femto cells for residential. What we make is basically larger small cells for large venues like the XL, like shopping centres, malls, etc. So we make an indoor product. And we also make a series of outdoor small cells. The Small Cell Forum refers to these as urban small cells. And urban small cells is something that the Small Cell Forum is releasing actually here at the show today. And we make a series of outdoor small cells designed to allow carriers to make very, very dense networks in the city centres and in the kind of large cities of the world, and effectively densify their networks so you can get really, really high capacity out of the LTE networks they're deploying in these locations.
And what are the latest products that you guys are showing them?
So the latest one is the Air Synergy product range. We make a number of different models. The brand new one we're actually showcasing on the Qualcomm stand actually is what we call Air Synergy 3000s. That one can do 3 or 4 LTE carriers just in a single box. And we do this technology called carrier aggregation. It's part of Release 10 LTE Advanced. And that allows you to bind together these channels to make a single large channel to get much higher user speeds. In the product that we're showcasing here, up to 300 megabits per second LTE connections to smartphones and normal LTE UEs. So a very, very high performance product.
You've mentioned LTE. Is that the big trend this year, do you think, for delegates?
I think so. I think there's a strong place still for 3G for indoor small cells, for residential small cells, where truthfully their application is really to improve voice coverage. But for LTE, it's all about shipping large amounts of data. And where we're focused on is really just accelerating and raising, if you like, the game on what you can deliver off an LTE network. Now, in different parts of the world, carriers are further along with LTE or less far along. Here in Europe, actually, the carriers have only really just started to launch LTE, but in the States and in Asia, there's a lot more momentum. We're talking about second and third generation networks now, and the key theme is densifying the urban networks, and that's really our product. So the Air Synergy product range is all about how we can deliver that densification.
And LTE aside, I mean, what other big talking points do you think there are this year?
So the conundrum with an outdoor small cell is backhaul.
Yes.
Is backhaul. Of course, it would be lovely to be able to drive a fiber optic cable to every single small cell, but the economics of that are terrible. I mean, you can't pay 500, 800 pounds a month for a fiber to every small cell. You work out how you make money on that small cell device. So the other key technology is what we call small cell backhaul. And in our case, we have integrated the backhaul actually inside of our LTE small cell. So there's really just one box. You put the one box up, you don't have to point any antennas or do any alignment, and basically it can make connections to, say, one of the nodes that has fiber. So the idea is we share one fiber optic connection by like 4 or 5 small cells, and that way the economics of that small cell deployment really work. And so really that's the other core technology. And I think, and again, if we look at the themes of the conference here, small cells are a piece of it, and small cell backhaul is another large part of what this exhibition's about.
Absolutely. And I'm sure you're planning already for Small Cells 2015. What sort of things are you looking to for the next 12 months?
I think what we're looking for is the UEs, if you like, to catch up with the base station technologies. All these new LTE advanced features are starting to hit handsets this year. I mean, actually in the base station we're quite a long way ahead, and so what we need is the UE technology to start to turn up in your latest generation, the iPhone 6 and the latest Samsungs, to show that can start to leverage these advanced features that we're putting into all these small cells today.
So a bit of catch up then.
I think so, and then I think people will really be amazed at how much performance they're getting. I mean, we're looking at networks with carrier aggregation that will be 3 times faster than the fastest fiber optic connection you get at home. So really starts to change the world a little bit because of the that kind of speed when you've got it in your smartphone in a city. It changes the applications you can do and how you even behave because you've got that kind of level of broadband.
Excellent. Paul Senior, thanks very much.
Thank you.